Narendra Modi, one of the most influential leaders in contemporary Indian politics, has left an indelible mark on the world stage. From humble beginnings as the son of a tea seller in Gujarat to becoming the Prime Minister of India, his rise is a testament to perseverance, hard work, and a deep connection to his roots. His journey embodies the essence of modern India: dynamic, resilient, and constantly evolving. In this documentary, we'll explore the various chapters of Narendra Modi's life. We'll trace his early days, his association with the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh (RSS), his tenure as the Chief Minister of Gujarat, and his transformative role as the Prime Minister of India. Through this, we'll uncover how Modi's leadership has shaped India's political landscape and global standing, as well as the controversies and challenges that have defined his career. Narendra Damodar Das Modi was born on September 17, 1950, in Vadnagar, a small town in the Mehsana district of Gujarat, India. He was the third of 6 children born to Damodar Das Mulchand Modi and Hiraban Modi. His father, a tea seller, and his mother, a homemaker, raised the family in modest conditions, instilling in them the values of hard work, discipline, and frugality. Modi's early years were shaped by the simple yet hard-working life of his family. As a child, he would help his father at the tea stall near the local railway station. Even at a young age, Modi displayed traits of self-reliance and determination. Though his family lived a simple life, Modi's mother always encouraged him to dream big and to never shy away from challenges. His schooling in Vadnagar was modest. Modi was not known for academic excellence, but was noted for his deep interest in reading and his passion for debating and theater. Even as a young boy, Modi was drawn to patriotic and nationalist themes, often acting in school plays with a sense of purpose beyond the performance. His interest in service and community activities set him apart from his peers. At the age of 8, Modi was introduced to the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh (RSS), a Hindu nationalist organization that would have a profound influence on his ideological development. The RSS emphasized discipline, self-reliance, and a vision of a unified Hindu nation, principles that Modi would carry into his political career. His involvement with the RSS not only exposed him to leadership training, but also to an extensive network of individuals dedicated to national service. By the time he was a teenager, Narendra Modi had become deeply involved with the RSS. He joined as a Prakarak campaigner and embraced the organization's strict lifestyle, which included celibacy, a Spartan existence, and an unwavering commitment to serving the nation. The RSS prided itself on discipline, a trait that Modi cultivated early on and which would later define his leadership style. Modi's involvement with the RSS required him to travel across Gujarat, interacting with people from all walks of life. This experience gave him first-hand insight into the diverse challenges faced by rural and urban India, especially in terms of social inequality, poverty, and the need for national integration. The RSS also instilled in Modi a deep sense of nationalism and pride in India's cultural heritage. He learned the art of communication, grassroots mobilization, and how to navigate the complex fabric of Indian society, skills that would prove invaluable in his political career. In the early 1970s, when India was going through political turbulence under Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, the RSS and the Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) were at the forefront of resisting authoritarian rule. Modi actively participated in the anti-emergency movement 1975 to 77, when Gandhi declared a state of emergency, curbing civil liberties. During this period, Modi's organizational skills and political acumen became evident, earning him recognition within the RSS and eventually the BJP. Modi's deepening involvement with the RSS naturally led him to the Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP). His organizational capabilities and ideological alignment with the BJP's vision made him a rising star within the party ranks. In 1987, he officially joined the BJP and quickly gained a reputation for being a dynamic and efficient organizer. He was tasked with various responsibilities, including managing election campaigns and strengthening the party's presence in Gujarat. Modi's first significant political breakthrough came in 1995, when the BJP won a landslide victory in the Gujarat State Assembly elections. This victory solidified Modi's reputation as an astute political strategist. Over the next few years, Modi continued to play a crucial role in strengthening the BJP in Gujarat and nationally. In 2001, Narendra Modi was appointed as the Chief Minister of Gujarat. Following a period of political instability and administrative failure, Gujarat was reeling from the impact of a devastating earthquake, and Modi's entry into the chief ministerial position marked the beginning of a new era for the state. He focused on rebuilding the state's infrastructure and improving governance, leading to significant economic growth and industrialization. However, Modi's tenure as chief minister was marred by controversy in 2002 when communal riots broke out in Gujarat, leading to the deaths of hundreds of people, mostly from the Muslim community. Modi's handling of the riots was heavily criticized, with allegations that his government did not do enough to prevent the violence. The events of 2002 cast a long shadow over his political career, with both domestic and international critics questioning his leadership and ability to maintain communal harmony. Despite the controversy, Modi's political career in Gujarat flourished. His administration was credited with transforming Gujarat into a hub of economic development. He championed initiatives that attracted significant industrial investment, earning him praise from business leaders and economists alike. Under Modi's leadership, Gujarat became known for its strong infrastructure, reliable power supply, and pro-business policies, which helped propel the state's economic growth. Modi's emphasis on development, coupled with his image as a strong, decisive leader, began to resonate with voters beyond Gujarat. In 2013, Narendra Modi was chosen as the BJP's prime ministerial candidate for the 2014 general elections. His selection marked a significant moment in Indian politics. Modi's image as a leader who had transformed Gujarat into a model of development resonated with many voters who were frustrated with the incumbent Congress-led government's perceived inefficiency, corruption, and lack of economic growth. Modi's 2014 election campaign was a masterclass in political strategy and public outreach. His rallies drew massive crowds, and his message of development for all struck a chord with millions of Indians. Modi promised to revitalize the economy, create jobs, and reduce corruption. His slogan "Ek Din, Good Days" became synonymous with his vision for a prosperous and resurgent India. The BJP's campaign also made effective use of social media and modern communication technologies, which played a crucial role in reaching younger voters and urban populations. Modi himself was a tech-savvy politician, using platforms like Twitter and Facebook to directly engage with the public. The results of the 2014 elections were historic. The BJP won a decisive majority, and Narendra Modi was sworn in as the 14th Prime Minister of India on May 26, 2014. This victory marked the first time in 3 decades that a single party had secured a clear majority in the Lok Sabha, India's lower house of parliament. As Prime Minister, Modi moved quickly to implement his vision for India. His government launched several key initiatives aimed at transforming the country's economy, infrastructure, and governance. The Make in India campaign sought to boost manufacturing and position India as a global production hub. The Digital India initiative aimed to enhance the country's digital infrastructure, promote e-governance, and bridge the digital divide between urban and rural areas. Modi's government also prioritized infrastructure development, with a focus on building roads, highways, and modernizing railways. The Swachh Bharat Abhiyan Clean India mission became one of the most high-profile initiatives of his government, aiming to improve sanitation and eliminate open defecation across the country. However, Modi's most bold and controversial move came in November 2016, when his government announced the demonetization of 500 Indian rupees and 1,000 Indian rupees currency notes. The decision and corruption led to widespread disruption and confusion, particularly in rural areas and among small businesses. While some praised the move as a necessary step towards a cleaner economy, others criticized it for its implementation and the economic slowdown that followed. Despite the mixed outcomes of his policies, Modi's popularity remained strong. His leadership style, marked by decisive action, a focus on development, and an emphasis on national pride, continued to resonate with large segments of the Indian population. As Prime Minister, Narendra Modi has made significant strides in reshaping India's foreign policy. His government has pursued a more assertive and pragmatic approach to diplomacy, focusing on strengthening India's position on the global stage. Modi has prioritized building closer ties with the United States, Japan, and other major global powers. His personal rapport with world leaders, including former U.S. President Barack Obama and current President Joe Biden, has helped foster closer diplomatic and economic relationships. Modi's administration has also focused on strengthening ties with neighboring countries in South Asia. Although relations with Pakistan remain fraught due to long-standing territorial disputes imports, and terrorism concerns. One of Modi's key foreign policy achievements has been India's enhanced role in global climate change discussions. Under his leadership, India has committed to ambitious renewable energy targets, positioning itself as a leader in the global transition to clean energy. Modi's government has also emphasized the importance of multilateralism, engaging with institutions such as the United Nations, the World Trade Organization, and the G20 to address global challenges. Modi's emphasis on the Indian diaspora has been another defining aspect of his foreign policy. He has made efforts to engage with Indian communities abroad, recognizing their potential as cultural ambassadors and economic contributors to India's growth. His visits to countries with large Indian populations, such as the United States, the United Kingdom, and Australia, have been marked by grand receptions, reflecting his popularity among the global Indian community. However, Modi's foreign policy has also faced challenges. Relations with China have been strained, particularly over border disputes in the Himalayan region. The 2020 Galwan Valley clash, in which Indian and Chinese soldiers faced off, marked a significant deterioration in bilateral relations, leading to a reevaluation of India's strategic approach to China. Domestically, Narendra Modi's government has faced both praise and criticism for its social policies. On one hand, his administration has worked to improve sanitation, rural electrification, and women's empowerment. The Ujjwala Yojana, which provides free LPG connections to rural households, has been lauded for improving the lives of millions of women, while the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao campaign has focused on addressing gender inequality and promoting education for girls. On the other hand, particularly with regard to India's Muslim minority, the abrogation of Article 370 in 2019, which revoked the special status of Jammu and Kashmir, was seen by many as a necessary step to integrate the region with the rest of India. However, it also led to increased tensions in the region, and critics argue that the government's heavy-handed approach undermined democratic principles. The Citizenship Amendment Act (CA), passed in 2019, sparked widespread protests across the country. The law, which provides a pathway to citizenship for religious minorities from neighboring countries but excludes Muslims, was seen by many as discriminatory and a threat to India's secular fabric. Modi's supporters argue that the law is necessary to protect persecuted minorities, while critics fear it could marginalize the Muslim community further. The Modi government has also been criticized for its handling of protests against the 3 agricultural reform laws passed in 2020. Farmers, particularly from Punjab and Haryana, staged massive protests, arguing that the laws would weaken their bargaining power and leave them vulnerable to exploitation by large corporations. The government eventually repealed the laws after a year of protests, but the episode highlighted the challenges Modi faces in balancing economic reforms with the concerns of India's agricultural sector. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic posed an unprecedented challenge to Narendra Modi's leadership. The government implemented a nationwide lockdown in March 2020 in an attempt to curb the spread of the virus. While the lockdown was praised for its decisiveness, it also caused significant economic disruption, particularly for migrant workers and small businesses. Modi's government worked to ramp up healthcare infrastructure and launched the world's largest vaccination drive in 2021. The Made in India Vaccine Initiative, which produced vaccines like Covaxin and Covishield, was a key component of the government's response to the pandemic. However, the second wave of COVID-19 in 2021 overwhelmed the country's healthcare system, leading to widespread criticism of the government's preparedness. Despite the challenges, Modi's leadership during the pandemic reinforced his image as a strong, decisive leader. His government's focus on vaccine production and distribution, as well as economic recovery measures, has been central to India's ongoing battle against the pandemic. Narendra Modi's legacy is one of transformation, controversy, and resilience. His supporters view him as a leader who has brought India into the 21st century, emphasizing development, economic reform, and a strong national identity. His critics argue that his leadership has exacerbated religious tensions and undermined democratic principles. Modi's vision for the future of India is encapsulated in his Atmanirbhar Bharat Self-Reliant India campaign, which aims to reduce the country's dependence on foreign goods and promote domestic production. He envisions a modern, powerful India that is both economically independent and a global leader in technology, innovation, and climate change. As India continues to evolve, Narendra Modi's leadership will remain a defining force in shaping the country's future. His impact on Indian politics, society, and the global stage will be felt for generations to come. Narendra Modi's journey from a small town in Gujarat to the highest office in India is a story of perseverance, ambition, and a deep connection to the people of his country. Whether one agrees with his policies or not, there is no denying the significant impact he has had on India's political, economic, and social landscape. Thank you for joining us on this detailed exploration of Narendra Modi's life and legacy. His story is a reminder that leadership is not just about policies and decisions, but about the vision and determination to make a difference. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more documentaries on the leaders who have shaped the world.